4.12. How can I counter groupthink?
Groupthink is a process of rationalization that sets in when members of a group begin to think alike. It can be fostered by managers who discourage dissent, or it can develop under leaders who offer an employee's idea so much praise that pretty soon everyone is behind the idea. Most of the time, groupthink pops up quickly and wreaks havoc before anyone realizes what's going on. Part of the problem is that groupthink, once in motion, generates its own fuel. Usually, the more complex a subject, the more likely groupthink will take over. People are less likely to question an issue when they don't know all the facts. Groupthink is also likely to occur when membership in a group is valued. There are 7 steps to countering groupthink. 1. Reward critical thinking. 2. Do not mistake silence for consent. 3. Divide the group into subgroups to critique new ideas. 4. Don't state your opinion too early. 5. Give meeting participants time to think through major proposals. 6. Seek wide exposure for new steps. 7. Run a pilot program. Tell me more. 1. Reward critical thinking. Go out of your way to invite thoughtful criticism of new proposals. As leader, if they are your proposals, you might go so far as to appoint a devil's advocate to attack your idea. If one person is given the chance to point out weaknesses, others are more likely to do so. 2. Do not mistake silence for consent. Don't assume that quiet or silent members at a meeting are in agreement. As a meeting chair, go out of your way to draw them into the discussion, even to the point of asking them if they agree with the discussion to date. 3. Divide the group into subgroups to critique new ideas. People who are hesitant to speak in large group settings may be more comfortable about sharing their misgivings in a smaller meeting group. 4. Don't state your opinion too early. Staff members, especially those new to the department, will be reluctant to criticize what you have endorsed. If you are serious about getting others' viewpoint, present the idea calmly as one approach. Ask for other suggestions. If you've already decided to move ahead with your new idea, regardless of staff member opinion, it is a waste of time to hold a meeting for the purpose of evaluating the idea. Your goal, then, should be to get the team to come up with ways to make it happen. 5. Give meeting participants time to think through major proposals. After initial enthusiasm wears off, they are much more likely to spot problems and weaknesses. 6. Seek wide exposure for new steps. Consider bringing in an expert to analyze your proposal. At the very least, talk to those whom you suspect will be against it. If you cannot convince them of the plan's merits, maybe it's because it doesn't have much. 7. Run a pilot program. If the idea has survived the first 6 steps, consider running a test before you allocate major funds. By following these steps, you can motivate team members to express their opinions and you can avoid dealing with groupthink and its destructive consequences.